What's up? I'm back. I know I've been missing, but between work, family issues, I got sick one time, and it's been crazy. But y'all know I couldn't miss this card, so let's get into it. Instead of going in the order of the card, I'm gonna kind of talk about the most important fights or the ones I like the most, right? So of course I'm gonna start off with Beterbiev versus Bivol 2. Let me go ahead and say up front, I think the right man won. I think the right man won. I thought Beterbiev won the last time. I thought Bivol won this time. Regardless, I saw some people saying that they thought Beterbiev won this time and they thought Bivol won last time. Regardless, even if they got it wrong two times, both of them won one, so it's cool. But let's talk about some good things that each of them did. I'm gonna start with Bivol because he won, right? So I'm gonna say some good adjustments that he made. He started slower, right? He wasn't moving as much, and the commentators seemed to think that that was a bad thing. But I tweeted this like I don't know, maybe round 2 or 3. I'm like, I think he didn't like how he felt in the championship rounds last time. Because in my opinion, he lost the fight in the championship rounds in the last fight. So what I think he did was he stayed more relaxed, he stayed more composed, and he made sure he had legs. And he had legs. I know y'all saw from round 9 on, my man was working, bro. I was super impressed because I thought he was going to get stopped this time, bro. I thought because Beterbiev was coming off of surgery last time, that he was going to be better conditioned, he was going to be more aggressive, which he was. I think he was. I think Beterbiev couldn't have fought a better fight. Besides one thing, I'm gonna get into that in a second, but um, a good thing Bivol did this time was he didn't just take shots on the gloves. I think that really messed him up last time. Besides him moving all over the place at all times, when he did get caught, he just took the shots on the gloves, took the body shots, and I think that slowed him down at the end, right? Along with his movement. You could be in the best condition in the world, bro. You moving all the time with all your energy, you're gonna waste that energy. So I think that was a great adjustment by him. He was moving out of the way of Beterbiev shots. And when he could get back, he got back. You know what I mean? After Beterbiev missed, he was making him pay for it. I think Beterbiev made a good adjustment. He started a lot faster. He was coming on strong, bro. I think he was in better condition than he was last time because there's more time in between, or more time since the surgery, right? Here's the thing: Beterbiev's 40 years old. I'm not making excuses for him. I just think he's old, bro. I think if this fight happened 5 years ago, things might be different. But it is what it is. You'll never be 100% in a fight. Fights never get made at the perfect time. This happened when it happened. I think Beterbiev fought as good as he could have. Besides the abandonment of the body punching that helped him in the first fight, it helped him in the first half of this fight. He abandoned it around the midpoint, but I think it was by force. I think Bivol was catching him every time he did it, and I think he wasn't trying to get popped no more, which is understandable. So I think, like I said, I think they both fought the best fight that they could fight. Leading up to this fight, I was telling people I didn't think Bivol could fight a better fight than he did last time, which is why I didn't see how he could win. I was wrong, bro. He made a great adjustment. Like I said, slowing down in the beginning of the fight, standing his ground a little bit. That's what you have to do, man. When you're going against a beast, you kind of got to stand your ground a little bit. If you don't make them respect you, if you don't give them something to think about, they're going to walk you down and hurt you. And I think he did a great job of making Beterbiev respect him a little bit more. You know, he was sitting down on his punches a little bit more, and it worked out. But both of them guys, man, super high level boxing. You can't ask for a better fight than that, and you definitely can't ask for a better rematch than that. Like, how you got two fights that close, bro? That close. That's why I didn't care who won, bro. I didn't care if they gave it to Beterbiev. I didn't care if they said draw. I didn't care if they gave it to Bivol. I was just like, bro, we ain't gonna see two fighters of this caliber fight each other again for a long time, bro. I don't think the trilogy's happening. Beterbiev, he didn't sound like he wanted to do the second one. Bivol don't sound like he wants to do a third one. I think Beterbiev's old. I think he's probably just gonna have a silent retirement. I don't think he's gonna keep fighting. Like, he has nothing to prove. He was already undisputed. There's a short list of 4 belt undisputed people, man. So both of those guys, shout out to them. Like I said, great boxing. Two of the highest level guys just putting on a show, man. That was amazing. All right, next I'm gonna go to Callum Smith versus Buatsi, man. That was a better fight than I expected too, man. I really respect Callum Smith, man. I was telling people I thought Callum Smith was gonna wash Buatsi. I didn't think it was gonna be that close. That was another fight that was super close and super good. There was a 119, 110 scorecard. I don't know what that was, but uh, man, that was a good fight. Callum Smith with the body work, straight dog, bro. He's only lost to Canelo and Beterbiev, and I think people underestimate him and underrate him because of that. But bro, those are like two of the best dudes in the game, bro. Like, of course he lost to them. You know what I mean? So I think he gives a lot of people problems at 175, man. I hope he continues to fight. I know he considered retirement after Beterbiev. But I'm glad he came back and put on that show. That was a fight, bro. I thought he was for both of them. Every time it seemed like one of them was just toast and done, they just came back with something. Callum Smith hurt Buatsi. I'm like, oh, he's about to finish him. Buatsi pops him, bro. And I'm like, oh my God, he's about to finish Callum Smith. Bro, that was a good fight. I don't even really want to talk about their strategies too much. Like I said, Callum Smith with great body work. I was surprised Buatsi had such a chin and he was such a warrior. Sergio just kept saying, he's from Ghana. He's a warrior. He's got in his blood. Like, he said it like 20 times, bro. But, like, for real, it really was. It was crazy, like, how much of a warrior he was, right? So, like I said, I'm not going to spend too much time on that fight. It was just good. I hope y'all watched it. If you didn't, if you can catch it somewhere on YouTube or something, watch that Callum Smith versus Buatsi fight. That was a great fight. All right. You want to talk about a robbery? Let's talk about a robbery. Adames versus Sheeraz. I don't know what y'all thought about that fight, man. I feel like they played my boy, man. I feel like they played my boy. I'm a little biased because I'm a super Adames fan, right? But outside of like the first couple rounds, because he was getting tagged in the first couple rounds, he's a shorter fighter. He's shorter than Sheeraz. I feel like once he was getting inside, he was doing work, man. Of course, Sheeraz got a stiff jab. That dude is huge. Huge at 160, bro. I don't even know how he fits in that weight class. But he's got a super stiff jab. He's got great movement for somebody that big in that weight class. And he was keeping the dominance off of him. And while he was going backwards, like I said, he was popping him. I like that. Like Bivol, you can work while you're going backwards, right? I think people see people going backwards and say they're running and blah, blah, blah. I don't think he was running. I think he had great movement and he was popping them going backwards. The problem is, as he was getting more tired or as he was getting maybe intimidated by Adames getting inside, he was not popping him as he was going backwards. So then he was just moving. After round 3 or 4, I wasn't giving too many rounds to Sheeraz, man. So I thought Adames won it clear. You know what I mean? At least by a couple rounds. So I was very surprised to hear it draw. I'm not personally going to call it a robbery. But I do think that Adames won. I'm going to say two things about the robbery situation, right? If a fight is a close fight, if you think a fight is close, it can't be a robbery. If you thought a fighter won by 1 round, of course, if someone else gave a different round to that fighter, then they won by 1 round. You can't say it's a robbery if you think it's close. If you don't know how to score boxing, you can't say it's a robbery. If you don't know the criteria, how are you gonna call it a robbery? If you're not scoring it round by round, you can't call it a robbery. The feel of the fight is different than scoring it round by round. You could win 7 rounds straight, right? And then you lose 5 straight. You still won the fight. But of course, the feel of the fight is he got tired and he was just getting dogged in the last 5 rounds. That dude caught up and won, but he didn't because he lost 7 rounds straight in the beginning. So if you're not scoring a fight round by round, and if you don't know how to score a fight, how you gonna call it a robbery? And if you think it's close, it's even dumber to say it's a robbery, all right? So the next time someone calls a fight a robbery, ask them, did you think it was close? Do you know how to score boxing? Did you score round by round? If they say yes to the first one or no to the second two, your opinion is invalid. Now, what I will say, I don't like Turkey. Turkey Al-Sheikh, whatever his name is, he told Sheeraz that he was down by 2 rounds. Nobody knows what round he said that in. I'm just seeing the clip circulate. I don't think that's okay, bro. This dude's like running the event. I don't know how much influence he has over stuff. Supposedly, judges are supposed to be incorruptible and like you can't buy him and stuff like that. But this dude is telling the fighter that he's down 2 rounds. I don't know, man. I don't know. Something don't sit well with me about that, but that's not my business. All right. So, like I said, I think Adames won, but at least it was a draw. He don't have an L on his record, so I don't even want to see them run it back. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I don't want to see them run it back. If they do, I'll watch it, but I don't. I don't personally care for it. Okay, let's go into Vergil Ortiz and Madrimov. Now, when we were talking about, I said we, when I was talking about moving backwards and doing work, right? I don't think Madrimov was doing that. I don't think he was doing work while he was moving. I think he was just moving. I think Vergil was walking him down, which surprised me. I thought Madrimov was going to do him dirty. I ain't going to lie, bro. But Vergil's defense is tight, bro. His defense is tighter than I thought, and he's throwing with vicious intentions, bro. You can see it in his face. You know, he's crazy, bro. Vergil Ortiz is crazy. I know when I look in somebody's eyes and it's crazy. He hit Madrimov with a body shot. And he was like, he got hyped, bro. Like he saw Madrimov react, and he got hyped that he landed a shot that hard. Like he didn't even think he was about to finish him or nothing. He just got hyped that he hurt him, bro. Like he's like, oh yeah, you felt that. Like yeah, he's crazy, bro. So shout out to Vergil Ortiz, crazy man. He proved me wrong, man. I'm actually excited to watch him fight now. I kind of thought he might have been a weight bully at 47, especially because he was having health issues and stuff there. I didn't know how he was gonna look at 54, man. And the Bolchuk fight, I don't know. I think I saw his dad on Twitter saying that he might have been sick for that fight too. But he looked good, man. I'm surprised. Texas boy, he looked good, man. And then you got Madrimov saying he was sick. I don't like that, man. I don't like that, bro. Everyone has problems. If you that sick, pull out of the fight. Floyd Schofield. You know, if you that sick, pull out of the fight, bro. But don't come after the fight saying, well, I was sick. That's why I performed like that. We don't want to hear that shit, bro. We do not want to hear that. That makes me not want to watch Madrimov. Because now I know if he doesn't feel perfect, he's not gonna perform like he should. I don't like that, bro. That's all I gotta say about that fight. Let's talk about Kabayel versus Zhang. Oh my god, bro! I had Zhang winning that. I was pleasantly not surprised. I was unpleasantly surprised. I don't think Zhang has done an ounce of cardio in his life, bro. I think his coaches be like, "All right, Zhang, let's go for a run or let's get on the assault bike," and he's just like, "No," and he just goes home. I don't even like this. I don't even know if he like does mid work or like I don't know what he does, bro, because I've never seen someone get that tired instantly. Dude throws like 2 punches and he's like, and I'm just like, are you serious, bro? Like, I don't know, man, because like I'm one of those people, bro. Like, I ran cross country. I ran Division 1 track, bro. So like I've been a runner my entire life. I've always had good cardio, but at the same time, like while I was running, I would be breathing dumb hard. I would be like wheezing, and people would think I was cooked, and I was still like pass people at the end of the race and stuff. I'm just like I don't know. I'm like a labored worker, bro. Like I start breathing heavy super early. I get drenched in sweat, but I'm not cooked though. I can still work. He gets tired and falls apart. So I don't think he has good cardio. I don't think he's just like a labored breather. I think he has bad cardio, bro. Like and you know, instantly, bro. Once I saw Kabayel get inside his zone and start throwing body shots, I was like, oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Great strategy by Kabayel. I underestimated him. He's really good. I didn't give him his credit for Frank Sanchez. I didn't give him his credit for Makhmudov. I thought I just didn't really rate him in the first place. Frank Sanchez had a knee brace on, and afterwards he said he had knee problems. So I'm like, I don't know. I can't give him his credit for those. He just broke Zhang down, bro. Just like I said about Bivol taking it to Beterbiev, right? Getting his respect. That's what Kabayel did with Zhang. He was running around the first round, And then he kind of got in his zone and he said, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not doing that. I don't know if that was the strategy to act like they were going to do that, or if he really was just like, no, like, we're going to plan B. But after the first round, he cut it, bro. And he's like, I'm getting in his zone, bro. Got to him and was banging him out. Pause. Here's the thing, bro. Big power punchers like Zhang or anyone else, besides Beterbiev, I think Beterbiev is a great boxer. Most power punchers, they need distance and they need to be going forward to land their big shots, right? If they're going backwards or if you're too close to them, they can't generate the power that they need to. And then they kind of don't know what to do after that. So, kind of like Caleb Plant did to McCumbee a few months ago, if you just get up in their space a lot of times, it'll completely change how they fight. And that's what Kabayel did to Zhang. He made him work hard. He picked up the pace, and he was in his zone. Now, the thing is, to do that, you also need to have a chin, right? Because you're probably going to get hit. You got to get hit to get inside. And Kabayel showed that he had a great chin. Zhang knocked him down, and I was like, oh no. But he just got up. Just got up, shook it off, went back to work, and stopped him to the body, bro. And I knew Zhang wasn't getting up. Like I said, he was already exhausted. I think he was probably happy he got knocked down, bro. He was like, I'm tired of this, bro. I'm tired. He needs to retire, bro. He's old. Similar to Beterbiev. I don't know what he would have been like 10 years ago if he was fighting these guys, but he's past the hill, bro. He's past the hill, and I don't think he's a boogeyman. I think he was a boogeyman a couple years ago. Kind of, people were like, "Ooh, what if he got in there with this person and this person?" But Joseph Parker and Kabayel showed that, like, you don't even need to be big like that to beat him, bro. Like, you just have to know how to box and, like, use activity, and Zhang will not know what to do. So, moving on to Bakole versus Parker. Hate to see my guy Bakole go out like that. That was another pick I got wrong. I thought Bakole was going to do him dirty. I did think that such a short notice, he wasn't flying on a private jet. Dude's taking like commercial planes through like Ethiopia and stuff to get to Saudi Arabia. I'm like, man, he's pulling up the night before. He's not going to get good sleep. And I don't know what kind of condition he's in. But I still just kind of thought, that dude's a workhorse, man. Here's the problem. I think he fed into the boogeyman stuff too much, bro. Joseph Parker landed a big right hand on him, right? And, that's cool. He took it on the chin. He literally shook his head like that and went back to work. Bro, I don't care how tough you are. You cannot take straight on right hands from 260-pound dudes. You just can't, bro. Like, you might take one. You might take two. Like, eventually your brain's going to shut off, bro. Like, everyone's brain is roughly the same size, all right? You do not want to get your shit rattled by somebody that's 260 pounds, bro. And so he does this thing where he's like, yeah, go ahead and hit me. No, bro, protect yourself, bro. I think the first one that he took on the chin had already had him off, and the one that he took on the top of the head just did him in. Sometimes it's like that. Like I said, you can only take so many shots, so you don't want to take shots if you have a choice. Like, I don't know, man. I think had he had a full camp and like was ready, I don't think it would have happened like that. I don't think. But what can you do? I think he got compensated well for it, and I think he's gonna get some big fights because people love dudes that are gonna just stand in front and bang, right? Like, but that's just not the fight I expected. Don't have too much to say about that one. Last one, Shakur versus Joshua Padley. Joshua Jonathan. I don't remember Padley. I'm not going to disrespect him and mess his name up. Let's just say Padley. First of all, shout out to Padley for taking that fight on short notice. I know his homies was probably in the pub going crazy, bro. Imagine your homie just one day on TV fighting like the number one dude in the weight class, right? That's crazy. I thought he really came to fight. I thought he was really a dog, man. He just wasn't. He's not skilled enough to fight up there. Not right now. Maybe he could. This could change his life. Maybe he's gonna go back home and say, yo, I wanna get back there. He just wasn't ready for this, and it was on short notice. You know what I mean? I don't have too much to say about his strategy and what he did. You can't really prepare for somebody like Shakur in a couple of days. You can't even prepare with a full camp, right? The dude's really, really good. So Joshua Padley did his thing, even in the 3 knockdowns. He's like smacking the canvas when he gets knocked down. You could tell he was legit upset that he was getting knocked down, even though it's short notice and he's fighting like one of the best boxers in the world. To have that kind of mentality, I know he's really a dog. People could say whatever they want, but that dude, he's got heart. Normally, I don't like saying that because if you're saying somebody got heart, that means they got beat up, which is true. He did, but he got heart. Let's talk about Shakur. I don't have much to say because the dude that he fought wasn't very skilled, right? And he wasn't high level. I think he did what he was supposed to do. I think he went forward. I think he broke him down. He got the stoppage. I think people are hating on that portion. There just wasn't much that he could do. Now, what I will say is that I don't know, man. I thought he was gonna smoke Floyd Schofield, but after seeing that fight, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, I think Schofield might have gave him a little bit of trouble, man. Like, if he fought him like that, and if he was gonna look like that, the dude's hands are fragile, bro. Mayweather had brittle hands too, but Mayweather was different, and I'll tell you why Mayweather was different. Mayweather was different because by the time he got into his real defensive style, he was already super popular, bro. You know what I mean? Like, Shakur is not at like a megastar level yet where he can get away with having messed up hands. So I don't think his career is going to last very long, bro. He already said he's not trying to do 3 fights in a year, maybe not even 2, because of his hands. And then, it's been like a year since he fought. He had hand surgery, and he messed up his hands on this dude. And so, honestly, when people talk about him beating Tank, I'm like, you think he's going to beat somebody as good as Tank with one hand, bro? Because obviously he's going to mess his hand up if he punches too hard. And I feel like I just said about Beterbiev and everybody else, if you don't get somebody's respect that can box that well and hit that hard, they're going to beat you up, bro. Like, a lot of the dudes that Shakur fights, he can keep his distance because they can't cut off the ring and they don't have the IQ to reach him. De Los Santos could not cut off the ring for nothing. People talk about Shakur running in that fight. Bro, I really don't care if people run. If you can't cut off the ring, you trash. Like, you already know how Shakur fights. What were y'all doing in camp? What were y'all doing in camp? Did y'all thought Shakur was gonna stand in front of you and do rock'em sock'em robots? What footage were you watching that made you think that? You know what I mean? Same thing with Valdez. Valdez really couldn't reach him, and he really couldn't cut off the ring. I think he probably did a better job than De Los Santos, but like I said, when people can't cut off the ring, I don't have no sympathy for you, bro. Learn how to fight, learn how to box, learn how to do other stuff besides going straight forward. So, I like Shakur inside the ring. I think his Twitter personality is too much. I like Shakur. I think he has great distance management, great defense. Like I said, I just don't see him having a long career, man. And I really don't think he can beat Tank. I don't see what people see that makes them think that. I think people don't realize how good Tank is, honestly. I think they just think he's a knockout machine, and if he has to box, he won't be able to. Bro, if you've seen the flashes of him boxing, his boxing is incredible, bro. I think he's on the same level as Shakur. And they're both southpaws, so that's going to be different for Shakur. I don't know, man. Like I said, I think the Shakur hate for this fight was undeserved. If you're gonna hate, you should hate that he didn't pick what was the dude's name? Javier Herrera. I don't know what his I don't actually remember what his name is. Javier Herrera. I don't remember. I think he's a Cuban fighter. I think it was between him and Padley, and they picked Padley. That might have not been Shakur's decision, but if you're gonna hate something, maybe that's the thing to hate. But like, what was he supposed to do, bro? They picked this dude for him. Yes, the dude's an electrician. Yeah, he probably came to fight after a 40-hour work week. It is what it is, bro. Shakur got in there, stopped him. Shakur just not the type to stop nobody in 2 rounds, bro. He's just not. That's not how he fights. He probably wouldn't stop one of y'all in 2 rounds, bro. Like it's just not how he fights. So I don't know, but I hope they make the Tank fight. I hope that's something that happens. I hope next week Tank destroys Lamont Roach and talks some shit about Shakur, and Shakur says, "Let's make the fight happen and let's do it end of 2025." And I hope we get that. I forgot to say, since I'm talking about future fights, I think Bivol versus David Benavidez will be next. I think that'll be good, but I think Bivol beats David Benavidez up. I would like to see Buatsi fight David Morrell. I think that would be super good. I think nobody's really talking about Morrell at 175. He just lost, but it was a good performance when he lost. So I would like to see that one. I think Carlos Adames versus Janabek. Still want to see that one. I don't know what they waiting on for that. And who else? Who we got coming up? We got at 140. We got Rajo and Gary Antoine Russell. I don't know, man. I wasn't impressed with Gary Russell in his last fight. I hope Rajo beats him, but who knows? Subriel Matias is fighting this coming up weekend, and the winner of him versus his opponent will fight Richard Hitchens, I'm told. I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, I really hope Subriel Matias wins because I want to see him fight Richard Hitchens. That's going to be good. Don't know what's happening with Devin Haney. Don't know. But whenever he comes back, I want to see what he's looking like. I heard he might be going up to 147 or something like that. I don't know, man. But I'm gonna do a separate episode for some upcoming fights. Maybe I'll do it sometime this week. Y'all have my permission. If I don't make a video within 1 week of today, you can leave a comment on this video and say, "Where you at, you coward? Make another video." Call me a coward, bro. I need to get back consistent. There's boxing every week, and I'm gonna make a video for every fight card, every big fight card. Boxing had a little lull, so I was like, there's no fights to make a video about, blah, blah, blah. We back. I'm back in business. I'm going to be bringing y'all more videos. So hopefully I didn't miss anything, but if I did, just leave a comment. And like I said, I'm probably going to make another video in the middle of this week, and I'll address it then. So thanks for watching. See y'all next time.